Next case on the docket. I really don't need. Just play the tape. Play the tape.
Okay, y'all.
Store
So
in
I live in
Georgia.
Georgia, and this is the Georgia Peach Oyster Bar. It is 4 miles down the street from my house. When I found out about it and Cassie told me, I thought she was lying. Clearly she wasn't, because here it is. This is what it looks like on the inside. People are going to wonder why we came here, but we wanted the truth. We wanted answers. This is the menu. So this has kind of been a urban myth where we live, but it's not a myth. This is really going on. This is a real restaurant. They have customers, they have patrons. This is the owner, Lanzo. This place is real, y'all.
This is what we still doing in 2022. This is what we are doing in 2022. You still, this is okay. And white people who may not necessarily be racist, but still live under the guise and the umbrella of your white privilege. When you wonder why we are so adamant about racism and why we talk about racist things and stuff like that, this is what we're talking about. The fact that this restaurant still exists in anonymity in itself is an example of how pervasive and how deep racism still runs in America. The fact that this restaurant is okay and nobody on a large scale in this town has a problem with this. The fact that all this racist paraphernalia is in this particular restaurant and it has customers. And it also points to the deep psychological ramifications of slavery. The fact that this restaurant is here, black people live in this town, and black people have been known to go to this restaurant. How, as a black person, are you okay and comfortable with sitting in this restaurant? That's because you have no connection to what your ancestors have gone through, and somehow you have marginalized the things that are in this restaurant. That's how. And the town that this restaurant is in think that this behavior is okay. The white people in this town have no problem with it. You know why they have no problem with it? It's because they agree with the theme of it. This is what I mean when I say we sleep at the wheel, black people. You cannot allow this restaurant to exist. This restaurant needs to close immediately. Everything, the city council, and if the city council won't close it down, then you need the next election, everybody on the city council that is not on board with this restaurant being closed, they should be voted out. The mayor should be voted out because he's okay and knows about this. The school superintendent, everybody in a position of power should be voted out of that position of power as long as this restaurant stays open. There's no way in the hell this restaurant should stay open. And all the things that's going on, we talk about everything else, and we see these celebrities, and we talked about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, and I talked about it too, and all these things that we got time for today. We got plenty of time, but somehow we don't have time to address this. A white man pushes a black woman in the parking spot, don't hit her but pushes her. We show up at his house and at his job, we put all this information out there, but this restaurant still exists in anonymity. Internet, I want you in your full force to go after this restaurant. I don't want us to go after and destroy it. I want it closed. I want the doors of this restaurant to be closed because there's no way this should be in existence. This is an affront to everything our ancestors went through. This is an affront for all the work we put in. This is an affront to Martin Luther King. It's an affront to Marcus Garvey. It's an affront to Every black person who put their life on the line for equality, this restaurant spits in the face of those ancestors. I find black people that live in this town guilty of being asleep at the wheel. I find that white people that are in this town guilty of what's the word I'm looking for here? I find you guilty of supporting racist behavior, racist epithets. I find you guilty of pushing the narrative that you intimidate the black people that are in this town, and you want to you want to keep them in their place. That's what this restaurant is about. Niggas, no, we still got our foot on your neck. I find you guilty, and black people, we need to do something about this. Next case. Seems that was the last case on the docket. So if we have no further business with the court for the day, we can adjourn.